Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Hello, Kelly Brewer. Thanks for joining us. Have a special guest today, Mr. Ben Burla, my brother.
How are you, my friend?
Showing up on this cloudy, rainy day.
Yeah.
Ben has a pretty amazing story to tell, something you're not going to hear around here very often. But I want to introduce him a little bit and kind of give you a little background of where he's from and where he's going. Ben was born in Romania. At 17 years old, he decided to escape. Must have been bad. He crossed two borders, one Yugoslavia, and then about another week of walking, catching a train, avoiding bullets probably. You arrived in Italy. And, man, I can't imagine. But
Wow.
look, you got a smile on your face.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see you, and he's got a smile on his face and a positive attitude. He's a go-getter. And I'm glad to have you here, my friend.
Well, good to see you, my friend.
So how would you start such a tale?
Well, like I said, born in Romania. Basically, my whole life has been there. Come from a big family. I was the youngest of 10. Mom and Dad did their best with all of us, but by the time I was up there, pretty much all my siblings were gone. So the only one that was left behind was my sister. That's 5 years apart, and just didn't know any better. Just you live in the country and you look at things every day, and slowly, you kind of start paying attention to the little things and. The country was going in the direction of communism.
What spurred you to make that's a pretty drastic decision?
It was, it was just, something I was thinking. I heard some people that, did the same thing and they left Romania, ended up in, different places, and some ended up in America. And America back then was, a big thing. You hear America, oh my gosh, I didn't even know what that was.
What it was.
Yeah, it was like, what is that?
What is that?
But I think I want to go there because, you have the freedom. And like I said, you go to the store and you could buy anything at one point, and then you go to the store with the same amount and you can't buy hardly anything. In Romania. And before you don't even find anything. So slowly
Communism just basically cleared the shelves.
Cleared the shelves, and then, of course, if you don't get there in time when they make deliveries, you don't get to get anything. So, yeah.
Did you have a farm or chickens or something?
Well, we had a nice place. We had big yard. We had crops. We had corn, and we had chickens and cows. And Dad always made sure that we had food. Mom always worked the yard, and of course I would help. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I had a good upbringing. Religion was important.
Christianity or something.
Christianity. Yes, I always stayed in my heart, the little things that they would tell me. Never been big on reading, but the little things that they told me always stayed with me, so I never forgot where I came from.
Well, do you have any idea what caused Romania to start going communist?
My belief is, just people getting greedy and just wanted to keep everything to themselves and give nothing to the people. That's my belief.
I gotcha. So, all right. So you're 17-ish.
Yeah.
You're fixing to make the move. Were you scared?
Oh, yeah, because I didn't know even where I was going. I mean, here I am, 17 years old, and I'm going, okay, I'm going to go to America.
No contact. You didn't know anything?
Nobody.
Did you know English?
No English either. A friend of mine that we grew up together, went to school together, he was 16 and I was 17. I said, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. Why don't you come with me? Because, So anyways, we both decided to just go ahead and do it. So I was 17. His name is John.
Can you say his name?
Yeah, his name is John.
Still around?
No, we kind of lost touch. From what I hear, he's got family now around here. In the States, but I think maybe Portland. I don't know.
Okay.
We kind of lost touch.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, so take us through that harrowing event.
Well, so my sister got married And that was my thing about kind of bringing it up to her and say, hey, look, I'm going to do this. Don't tell mom and dad, but we're gonna go to the border. We're gonna escape. I don't know where I'm going. I prayed. I said, Lord, help me, because I really don't know where I'm going. And of course, she didn't keep it to herself. She told mom and dad. So that broke their hearts. Meaning, hey, what are you doing? I said, no, no, no. I said, I'm going on a vacation. I'm just gonna go
really?
and
Man.
yeah. So they kind of, were worried that something was going to happen, but I assured them that I was just going on vacation. And before a couple of days went by, we got to the border. And then when we got to the border, we kind of just said, okay, I guess it's that direction. And I remember to this day, it was like a light up ahead, and that was like our point to go towards that light. It was what it was oil or something out of the ground, and it was burning. But we didn't know till we. But that was our point, meaning we're back here, we're going that direction to cross borders, and it was different because at the borders you got different terrains, you got people crossing, guarding the border, I guess I should say. And I don't even know. It's like a dream, really and truly. It's like a dream. We crossed that and kept walking. And we would hide basically during the day and then walk at night. And I lost a lot of weight because in a week we had one sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
So it was August. It was cold.
Oh my gosh.
The clothes on our back is the only thing we had.
Dang.
And got into Yugoslavia after we crossed that Romania-Yugoslavia border, and ran into somebody. I had a pair of binoculars with me. I don't even know how we communicated, but I said, hey, sell it. We got some money out of it, and then we ended up in a train station, caught a train. The train was going towards Italy. Of course, we passed out, and we're so tired.
Right.
We get to the border. They're checking passports. They're checking papers. We got no papers, so we got taken off the train. Got put in a little cell, but, it wasn't like a cell with doors locked. It was open. And they said, hey, we're going to send you back, because you guys are a couple of kids, and So I knew that the minute that was going to happen, we had to do something. So they put us on the train. The police was kind of a few feet away, and I said, we got to jump. We got to get out of this train. So it was pretty fast. It was pitch dark. Jumped out and went back to the border. It was raining out. I can see it like yesterday. Dug a hole underneath the fence it's like a campground there at the border, Yugoslavia and Italy. Like people come in and, camp out. And so we dug underneath the fence and got in, and there were some people there, like I said, camping, and we're like, man, I hope they don't hear us, because especially that late at night, they might scream. And anyways, luckily God was with us, and we got through that, and then we started walking, and we walked till we ended up in a place to where we asked where the police station was. So got to the police station, and they said, what are you two doing here? I said, well, we came, like I said, all this is being said through my own language, but God made him understand what we're doing. And I said, we're two kids from Romania escaped, and we need help. And they took us in, they put us in a car, and they took us to this hotel, and we stayed there for the night and gave us a sandwich. I remember it was so good. Took a shower, and I think we passed out for 24 hours, if not longer. And after that, we had a little conversation with them, and they said, well, you guys are too young, can't keep you, we're going to have to send you back. And I said, well, that's not going to happen, because if we go back, it's either prison time or they're going to kill us. So we made the worldwide news, believe it or not.
Really?
Two of the youngest kids And they finally made the decision to stay there. So we stayed in the camp. It's a refugee camp. Stayed there. Had to basically make friends, learn the language, find a little bit of work, just to get by till we found a sponsor. So everybody that was coming through there, they had to basically station there for a little bit before they made it to other, if they were coming to U.S. or going somewhere else. So we asked everybody, said, hey, find us a sponsor, somebody, so we can get out of here. I didn't want to, it's like you have the dream to get to America. You don't want to stop halfway there.
Right.
So about 8, 9 months later, we got a big envelope, and there were some papers in there with a sponsor, and it was in Florida. A church from Florida, Pentecostal church, sponsored us, and soon after that, we got to the States. Of course, didn't know anybody here either.
No language.
No language. Had to learn the language. But anyways, we learned the language. I went to school for a couple of weeks. The teacher didn't like us being in the school because I was always with my hand up and I wanted to talk. And she's like, well, look, you're picking up too quick. There's people been here for months, and you guys probably need to go either advanced class or, start working or something. So, of course, started working, different jobs, learning the language, probably being cussed at, bad language, and being taught. But so being in Florida, there's a lot of Spanish, so I had to learn Spanish too. So now I got Romanian, Italian, English, and Spanish. So it came pretty handy. Thank God I could pick up languages that quick.
Yep.
So I had a lot of different jobs, met a lot of different people, and a lot of ups and downs, and just trying to make it. And
Here you are.
Yeah, after Florida, 20-some years in Florida, I ended up.
Before you left Florida, what would you say your main sort of gig was?
So I always liked the wheeling and dealing because, like I said, growing up with my mom, she took care of flowers and veggies, so she would go to flea markets, so I would go help her, especially in the summer. So I always liked meeting people. I always liked the selling part and adding things. So I ended up, like I said, after a few gigs, a few different jobs, electrical work, this, that, kind of got into sales. Just loved meeting people and did different sales jobs. I had my own business for a while.
In Florida.
In Florida. And then I got into car sales later on, and management, different things, just kind of seeing what I want to do and where I want to be. And but the car business has always been the backbone. Kind of just enjoyed, meeting people, helping people. And
Girl didn't get a hold of you over there in Florida?
Yeah. I ended up after a while getting married, and of course got divorced.
Yeah.
Kind of, one of those mutual things. You're young and kind of grew apart.
Right.
And when that happened, I moved. By this time, I had actually some family come from Romania. This is going 20-some years. So my sister
Your
came.
Parents?
No, my parents never made it. They never came. So because I was communist, I couldn't go back till I got my citizenship.
U.S.
The
citizen.
U.S. Yeah.
How long did that take?
Took about close to 6.5 years. Couldn't do nothing because of the situation, them being there, and a lot of people approached me to. They loved the story,
Yeah.
so they wanted to, maybe do something more than that. I just couldn't do it because I didn't want to create problems for them. So I ended up going to visit after 6.5 years. Of course, we had contact. They couldn't believe that happened. Kind of hurt them, being the youngest kid.
Yeah.
They had their hopes so I can take care of them.
Right. You were going to be the farmer, take care of everything.
Yeah.
But
no. And then when I went back to visit, of course, I made sure that they're going to be taken care of. So I asked all my siblings who wants to take care of them. They'll have everything that was meant for me, the house, everything. So one of my sisters stepped up and says, we'll take care of them. And
Same place y'all grew up.
yeah,
Okay.
it's still there.
Still there?
Still there.
They-
My sister's still there.
Your parents are.
My parents passed away
away.
years back. Yeah.
Is Romania still communist?
No, it's not. It's not as bad as you used to. Now it's just like any other country. It's open. You can go visit. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
No complaints as far as that. It's just, just what we're going through these days with everything.
Right. Kind of contraction and relax, and contract and relax. America's
Correct.
going through a contraction right now, and hopefully we'll relax when things get right.
Well, that's all in God's hands.
It is.
You
That's the only thing that makes me stay calm about it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make this about politics.
Yeah.
So through the whole thing, right? The whole point that I want to bring out is, what would you tell your 17-year-old self looking back?
How did you do it? Well, like I said,
Would you say go ahead and do it?
I would do it again.
Did you?
I would do it again. Like I said, it's all thank to God, because like I said, I think about it. It's like a dream. It's like a dream. It's like I had a dream and I woke up, and then it's like, whoa! No, it wasn't America. It was actually Italy.
Italy.
And I'm like, where am I
You
at?
woke up in Italy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had a similar experience of waking up. When we got to Texas, my dad put us to work, and the moment I went to work and had to, help provide for the family, that's when I began to wake up.
Yeah.
I had been in a dream the whole time up to that. So I
Yeah.
guess it's stress. Stress wakes you up.
Reality, I think it does it. Yeah, especially if you don't like depending on other people.
Exactly.
It happened the way I never dreamed it.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would do it any different. I would still say a prayer and go do it.
What do you? So if God was in it, do you think? What was His purpose? Have you determined that? What was
Well,
his reason?
his reason, and I think, and it's still unknown. I don't know what his reason is, because I'm still here.
I
So
understand.
must have been a plan of his, to make it that far. Because, like I said, I know a lot of people that didn't make it. A lot of people never heard of. Either they got killed or they got, who knows?
Right.
Maybe prison. I have no idea. But you hear stories afterwards, so
Really?
you kind of think back and says, "Wow,
How did I? Make it?
how did we do it? How did I make it?" Yeah.
So okay. So when they went communist, they were communists. They were locking people down.
Well, you couldn't get. It wasn't like locking people down, but it was more like you didn't have really the things that you're accustomed to. Going to the store with money in your pocket to buy bread, to buy all the necessities, and all of a sudden it's just like the shelves are empty. So the money is worthless.
Yeah.
So,
But when you went back 6-7 years later, it had loosened up.
yeah, because they had a revolution.
Oh.
So they overthrew the government.
The people overthrew the government.
Correct. People just couldn't take it no
Had
more.
enough.
So they found the president and his wife. They were hiding somewhere, and basically they put him out.
Wow.
And opened the country back up. And
What was his name? Can you say?
Ceausescu,
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I've heard
Yeah.
that name.
Nicolae Ceausescu.
So is your name Ben Burla? Is that a shorten, or is that exactly?
It's a short. When I got my citizenship, I made it just short.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Benjamin, but
Just
I figure get my passport and make it short.
I got you. But Burla is the last.
Burla is my last name. Yeah.
So and some of your siblings have made it out.
Yep, I had so in the years that I was in Florida, I had a brother of mine. He came to visit, and he liked it, so he went back home, and actually he escaped as well. So,
Oh no.
and then he made it, brought his family. So, and then after that, my sister came. So I have a brother, a sister, and a couple of nephews that are in the States now.
Yeah.
But I still have a lot of family all over Europe. not only in Romania, but Italy, and they're just spread everywhere.
Yeah.
I have a huge family.
When was the last time you went?
Almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed it at all? Or?
Yeah, I did, because it was hard for me to go back because my parents were passed.
Yeah.
So going back where you grew up, kind of, but a friend of mine said, you know what, you probably should. So I made myself do it, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Then I went back the following year, but then everything that's going on now these days, I didn't make myself go back, but
Yeah.
maybe next year.
Yeah. You got kids?
Yeah.
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 That's turned out good. You got a new wife?
No, not married yet.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see what the future brings. But
Right. You're always on the
No.
lookout.
yeah,
If you're like me.
never know. Never know.
Never know what's going to happen. She might, it's God's timing.
Always,
Right.
always.
So you're going to write a book about it.
I'm going to intend to do that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think just me telling the story, and I went through it, it's kind of giving me goosebumps sometimes, because I'm like, how did that happen? So I think a lot of people would probably enjoy reading it.
Yeah.
I just haven't got around to it.
I've written a couple books, and it strikes me, if you can know the ending,
Hmm.
if you can know what the end of the book is, how you're going to end it, then you're going to be able to more easily figure out the beginning and the middle. Because there's three parts to the story: the beginning, the middle, and the end.
Hmm.
If you know where you're going, right, you can take a straight line.
Yeah.
So if you could figure out how to end it, and maybe you haven't got to the end yet.
No, I haven't got to the end yet. I'm still living
Right.
the middle part, I
The
think.
middle part, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you could write it, start documenting before you lose your memory,
Yeah.
You get too
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Just start taking some notes. But, I say just blurt it out, man. Just let it come
Yeah.
out.
I need to.
Don't even try to control it. Just as whatever comes, let it put it down. I've been trying to write about 1,000 words a day. It doesn't work every day, but my goal is to try to. That's about a chapter or less, And if you could just start at the beginning, and then, before you know it, it's done. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to. I
Yeah.
need to. I've been.
Do you have a working title? What would you call it?
Unbelievable.
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 I like it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The things we go through in life.
Okay, then it strikes me that you have joy.
Oh yeah, of
You
course.
don't seem like a bitter person at all.
Nah.
Living life.
Yeah, enjoying, being grateful for every day.
Grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to be.
that's right.
I mean, nothing is owed to us. We
Right.
got to be grateful for what we have. Been through a lot of things in my life, lost a lot of things, material stuff. A few years back, I lost my house, lost everything. But you know what? God gave me strength to do it all over again.
Oh,
So
yeah.
just to start working harder and put it all back together. You come in the States with nothing, no language, and nobody, and
So it's never been as hard as when you first got here. It's
That's-
only gotten better the whole time.
it's always gotten better. It's
That's
always
great.
gotten better.
That's awesome. Well, y'all need to go see Ben down there at Silsby Toyota. I bought 2 cars from this guy, and I would highly recommend going seeing him down there at Silsby Toyota. And anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, come see me. I mean, I love to meet people. I mean, I might have what they're looking for. I just love meeting people, really.
Yeah.
And let them enjoy the moment of, picking something they're going to like and, just being there if they need me.
Well, I asked around. I said, where? Because I like the Toyotas. I've been a Toyota man a long time. I asked around my friends. I said, where can I buy a Toyota? So you were actually recommended by some of the high-end guys that I know that are in the business. So y'all go check him out.
Yeah.
Ben, if you ain't got nothing else, can you
Well,
add?
Well, I mean, there's a lot there.
Sure, I know.
There's a lot
You
there,
kept
but
it short.
just trying to kind of, let people know, hey, everything is possible. You just got to change your mind to where you believe. Because if you believe and you let things happen, things do come through.
Yeah.
They find a way to work. Whenever you think you can do it, just push yourself and ask for help, and get there. And that's all it is.
Yeah.
Especially these days, this younger kids, younger generation, they don't know. They don't know what is to go without eating, or
Right.
where everything is handed to you.
Right.
You're fortunate that your family gave you everything. You appreciate more when you do it yourself.
Earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. That's pretty good. Yeah, we want to shout out to the young men and make sure they're listening to positive. Just believe.
yeah, you have
Believe
to
and work hard.
work hard.
There it is. It's a simple recipe.
That's nothing to it.
Dude, if this guy can do it coming from halfway around the world, then you can do it. So anyway, thanks for being here. I'm Kelly Brewer, Ben Burla.
Ben Burla.
Appreciate you, my friend.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Peace out. Oh wait, I have a. Oh shit, I got all my. Oh wait, I got one flashlight left.
All right.
Look, the thing's on the back, shining at the camera right there. And spread the love, shine the light.